rank Orlando's best queso. So a little top 5 action. So, have you ever been to Torchy's?
What the heck is the Torchy's?
So Torchy's is this Tex-Mex place that I guess started in Austin. Okay. Started in Austin. So it's got that kind of weird Austin-y vibe to it.
Okay.
I went recently when I took my father-in-law to the Final Four in Houston, and we went to a Torchy's.
You went to the Final Four in Houston?
I did. Okay. It was fantastic.
Torchy's was a part of this.
Yeah, it was a part of it. San Diego State made it to the
I remember that.
to the championship game, and my father-in-law lives right down the street from San Diego State. Wow. He's a huge San Diego State fan, so we went. So we go to Torchy's, and when I just saw in the Orlando Business Journal that Torchy's actually coming to the spot where Red Robin was. By the Garden
T-Mobile? Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, right next to Cold Stone, Cracker Barrel, and Taco Bell right there. So
Red Robin.
Yeah, so by Red Robin. Not a huge fan.
What the heck is
Robin
Torchy's? I didn't get Red Robin. I don't understand what's going on with it. But Torchy's, I mean, I would be honest with you. I lived in Orlando a long time. There's another Tex-Mex company coming in. Like, come on. Kudos to it being from Austin, though. You know, I'm pretty sure people from Texas know Tex-Mex because that's literally where it started.
When you think about that area, though, I like it because it's a little bit of a change up from the fast casual Chipotle. So it's another fast casual Mexican, but it's not Chipotle. Is it like Moe's? Area? It's like a bougie Moe's.
A bougie Moe's.
I would say Moe's is more like Chipotle.
Yeah.
Torchy's is more like T-Flats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a great location right next to Starbucks. Mentioned Cold Stone before. It's across the street from Advent Health, so a lot of traffic coming over there. I think there was some legal stuff that went on with the lease, and that's why Red Robin got the boot from that location. But Red Robin never really did it for me.
I've done once in my life, and I've been surrounded by it.
You get bottomless fries at Red Robin. Did you know that?
Yeah, I don't do fried food like that. I used to. But like ever since I stopped eating it, eating fried food is just not. I'll do it sometimes, but I can't do it. That's all they had. Like you look at it, it's like fried. Fried
salads weren't great.
It's not a salad joint, and I didn't know what Red Robin was because it was named Red Robin. I was like, what are they feeding people? Like, am I eating little birds? You know?
I mean, that's a lot of restaurant names. Torchy's, you're like, what the hell is Torchy's?
Well, they're torching some cheese, right? At least I hope they are. Get some nice dips going.
So with Torchy's coming to Winter Garden, I had a thought for a little segment on this episode where you and I can rank Orlando's best queso. So a little top 5 action.
Okay.
Top 5. I'll kick us off. Number 5, best queso in Orlando, Gringos Locos.
Best place to go at 3 o'clock in the morning. I remember Gringos Locos. Downtown, right?
Yep, downtown.
And Milk District?
Downtown.
Their dips.
Yeah, it's downtown and the Milk District, which is also kind of downtown.
Like Mills 50, kind of south.
Yeah.
For Gringos Locos, I will say this. I'm lactose intolerant, and I would still eat them.
My wife
really
loves
good.
it. So Gringos, if she finds out, she never watches this, but if she were to find out that I ranked Gringos Locos number 5, it is hands down her number 1.
Oh, wow.
But I'll give it number 5. It's the queso is the glue in the double D, and the double D at Gringos Locos is out of this world.
Double D's wild.
Out of this world. All right, what's your number 5?
My number 5, Tacos and Tequila. It's owned by the same people that own Fruta Mix on McGuire Road. But Tacos and Tequila, number 5.
I dig it. Is it like hole in the wall vibes?
No. It's like a Cervando's vibe.
Okay.
Yeah, but with like tacos and tequila. It's really good.
They nailed the name.
Yeah, they did. See, and I know exactly what I'm getting. They should put cheese in there too, but it just doesn't vibe. It's right on Stony Brook and Avalon, so it's pretty good. I like the vibe that they dish out. I like their cheeses. Again, for me, my top 5, just so you know, these have to be good places because I'm lactose intolerant. I don't eat cheese like that. So for me to put a top 5 in here at all.
Saying something.
It is. It is.
Saying something.
It is.
All right. I hear you. I hear tacos and tequila. I'll go. My number 4 is Tijuana Flats. So I usually like the white queso better,
Okay.
but this queso combined with the chip quality is
nice chips.
insane.
I do.
I mean,
I love
crunchy
their chips.
good chips.
I can agree with the chips.
Now, sometimes the queso will come out and it's clearly been sitting a little bit.
Yeah. I'm surprised T Flats is over Gringos. I'll be honest. I'll be honest.
I mean, a man's
chips are
got to make a choice in his life, and that's the choice. That's the hill I'm dying on.
Oh man. Really?
T Flats at number 4. When I bring people in out of town that have never been to T Flats,
Sometimes their chips can be oversalted, I'll be honest. But like if
they're
they're
salted chips. I think that's an oxymoron that you should never be allowed to say.
what?
How? I just don't think you can have too much salt on a chip.
Oh, they can do it. They don't do it all the time.
All right, bro. Give me your number 4.
My number 4, not T Flats. It's called my number 4, More Than Cheese.
Okay.
So it's a new, mom and pop shop. You can find them in the Plant Street Market,
Okay.
right there in Winter Garden. And what they do is they have the wheel of cheese, right? So they'll cut it in half, put it on like a little stand, and then have a burner on top. And the burner will kind of melt the top layer of the cheese. And then what he does is he takes the wheel, grabs his knife, and scrapes it onto the plate and dish. And so he has different wheels so you're talking about just quality cheese. Like I've eaten there too many times. I don't
You're
eat
lactose
cheese.
intolerant.
I am. I don't.
So
like
it's always going to be a bad day after you've eaten.
good. I mean, you're just watching it. The browning and the caramelization of it, and just the process. It smells horrible. That's why it's number 4. It smells like cheese being melted.
Got it.
Right.
All right. My number 3 is Fuzzies.
Nice.
So I'm not sure if they put feta cheese necessarily in their queso like they do in their tacos. I think they actually might, but they're doing something very, very right over at Fuzzies. There's not a lot of Fuzzies locations here. Went to Colorado Springs during my sabbatical last year with my family, and they've got it seems like they've got Fuzzies on every street corner here in Colorado.
That's their T Flats.
But Fuzzies here not as frequent or not as common, but that fuzzy dust that they put on the chips, also fantastic. Great compliment to the queso. Give me your number 3.
My number 3, going along with the feta cheese. My number 3, Lake Meadows Farm Market. It's a little bit of a curveball here, but Lake Meadows Farm Market also, bro, because I'm lactose intolerant, they have some real. I mean, it's a farm that has a market. So I'm talking goat cheese, sheep cheese, cow cheese from the cow, unpasteurized cow milk that you can. We have a cheese like a shaker and make into butter and stuff, but it's so good. And I can eat feta cheese. I can eat goat cheese. You can't find goat cheese in most places. And the fact that it comes from their goats, and they actually have a petting zoo right next to the market where the cheese comes from. So I'm talking, you want some really nice cheese.
Eat some cheese and then pet the brother of the cheese that you just ate.
And you could also buy the meat of the goat that the cheese came from. No, those are milking goats. There's meat goats. There's difference. You can't eat both.
I like where you're taking this. I like where you're taking this. This is good
for you.
All right, so number 2. We're getting
What's your number 2
here? So my number 2, San Jose's.
Really?
San Jose's. So there's a few of these across Orlando.
There is, yeah.
Here's what I dig about San Jose's. It is smooth and balanced white queso. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the white queso.
Don't you have a reel of you eating San Jose's? Like a little video of you eating San Jose's?
No, the next one I've got.
Okay.
Yeah. So smooth and balanced white queso. It's got a little bit of spice. I've been to San Jose's before, early in the day. Like if I go for an early lunch at like 11, it's like they just toss the jalapenos in there, and it's a little bit got too much of a kick. But if I go at my usual time around 12:30, the spice is just right.
Wait a second.
It's not too spicy.
You say queso with a kick?
It's a little bit queso with a kick, but I'm not a spicy guy. I don't actually like the queso with a kick. So if you do go early,
What time?
get there around 11, right when they're open.
So the kick kicks differently.
Yep, it kicks differently earlier in the day.
So like 1 o'clock, 11:30.
Yep.
That's too early to be eating some
11
queso.
11:30. It's maybe a little too early, but if you like the kick, it's worth it. It's got a little bit of hole in the wall vibes, but not too much. It doesn't have the vibe of a big chain or of even like a T-Flats. It's a little bit more quaint. And I go there probably once a week. I mean, I love San Jose.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't been because it's just not a very inviting place. I'm looking at it. I'm like, nah, So now now this is your number 2, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and check it out.
Let me know.
I like Kiki queso.
Where are you at with your number 2?
Number 2, another curveball, Whole Foods.
Dude, I love what you're doing here.
Right?
You're doing it. You're throwing curveballs with every single one of these.
That's right. Screw it.
I like it.
You said cheese, and here's the reason why. Whole Foods has such a vast array of cheeses. You can get cheeses that are like feta balls, they're ready cooked and seasoned and stuff from their little shop over there. One of my friends was a Whole Foods chef, and he told me about all the cheeses that they had, and I was like, whoa. But the reason I like it the most is because I'm lactose intolerant, and they have plant-based cheeses that taste really good. I mean, it's going to be a little more expensive, but pay now or pay later, right?
Yep, right.
It's just,
I hear you.
can only buy so much toilet paper, you know what I'm saying? So if I want to eat cheese and enjoy it, I want to make sure that I don't have the negative repercussions of it. I go to Whole Foods.
I get it. It's really all right. So here we go. Number 1, I'm bringing it in hot here. Number 1, this is a new one for me. I'll be honest. I thought San Jose's, when I originally made this list, San Jose's was number 1.
Okay.
Then I went to a new spot. I saw it pop up when I was doing a little research, a little recon for this episode. And this place had phenomenal reviews on Apple Maps. And
Tell me already.
Went with a buddy of mine.
I'm dying with anticipation.
My number 1 is El Patron.
What?
El Patron.
No.
So 2 different quesos. I got 2 different quesos when I went.
Okay.
Queso Blanco, which is like the more classic, very similar to San Jose's, also smooth and balanced.
Get it?
But then they also have the Queso Fundido. Queso Fundido is like what you described, where it's like it's a little
braised.
It's like braised on top. Ooh, that's the word for it. I was trying to think of that word.
Yeah, I'm here for you, bro.
A little braise on top, but then when you get below that, it's like.
That's the video.
And the chips, man, the chips were phenomenal. Both quesos knocked me on my feet. So El Patron.
That's the video where you hit the cheesegasm.
Yes. Yes, that's the video.
Play the cheesegasm.
So El Patron, it's over in the Disney Springs area. So we usually go to that. My buddy that I went there with.
Help me out here. Where exactly?
There's an Olive Garden there. There's a Miller's. There's a Twin Peaks over there.
Okay. So it's 5:35 turning on. So this is, Orlando does this again. Transportation, it's horrible. But Popka Vineland hits 5:35, and then 5:35 ends. And another road on the other side begins, and then Apopka Island becomes 5:35. That's the corner of 5:35, 5:35, and Apopka Island. This is so embarrassing.
All right, dude. We're on the edge of our seat here. What's your number 1?
Number 1.
Queso in Orlando.
My number 1, Toledo. Coronado Springs, Toledo.
Say more.
So, this place, 16th floor of Coronado Springs Resort. Remember telling you that I like hanging out at resorts, local. That bro, it's a bit pricier, but it's fine dining. At nighttime, you can actually see the fireworks of Magic Kingdom.
Okay, tell me about the chip quality. Are they thin chips?
So here's
thicker chips.
So the charcuterie board, right?
Okay,
charcuterie.
Charcuterie. So it's more like So it's
charcuterie board.
I did Ed.
Yeah, they have breads. They also have the thin breads that they candy, so the breads are a little bit sweeter. They have some cranberry jam on it. They also have some dried apricots. They have 3 or 4 different types of olives basking in garlic aioli. And then they have some of the best blue cheese and feta cheese. And oh, dude, what I'm talking about is sharp. When it's sharp and when it's smooth, it's like butter. Like these Spanish people know what they're doing. Like it's
Praise Jesus, bro.
It's so good. That is not a cheese I should eat, and I eat too much of it when I get there, and I don't care.
And it's at which resort?
Coronado Springs.
Coronado Springs.
Yeah, honorable mention though. Honor because we're talking about charcuterie boards. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Charcuterie boards, the modern host.
Okay.
Yeah. So not only do they have really good cheeses for you to try and buy, but they also have like charcuterie board lessons. Like you can learn how to host and create the boards. So then people come to your house and hang out. You can like strut your stuff, put it out there, and be like, yeah, I made a charcuterie board. You're gonna love this cheese. So
I'm going to throw this out there. I actually have a charcuterie board. I'm not going to say what it is because it's kind of embarrassing, but it is it's a little provocative. And so if you're going around Amazon and
is it a big wooden vagina?
it might be the shape of a penis.
Oh, okay.
But
I would
it is
vagina.
so we do a guys' night. You came to it last time. We do a guys' night once a month.
Yep.
And
I choose a giant wooden penis.
It's hidden somewhere because we also do client events here. And I'm like, I can't have clients just stumbling on my penis charcuterie board.
I mean,
but my sister is actually a phenomenal.
eat my cheese.
My sister is phenomenal with charcuterie, and so I showed her this. I was like, "How hilarious! How hilarious would this be?" My wife was mortified when she saw it come in from Amazon. But I was trying to get my sister to help me make the charcuterie for one of our guys' nights, and she thinks it's hilarious. So she's like going along with it. But like, how do you place the cheese?
How do you place exactly?
Yeah, there's a lot of choices on the penis charcuterie board that had a pretty
You got to put the meat on the shaft.
spin on the. Oh yeah, there were all those kind of jokes when we busted out the charcuterie.
What kind of cheese do you put on your
weeks ago?
charcuterie board? What cheeses do you put on your?
There was one that one of our friends, Havarti, is that how you say it?
Havarti. Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think it was how.
Is that your cheese?
I usually love brie, but I had this Havarti and it was softer than even than the brie that I usually like, and I was like, ooh, this texture goes down nice and smooth. So I think I'm gonna start to lean more on Havarti moving forward.
Yeah, I'm a Gouda guy.
Gouda.
Love me some Gouda.
Is that the one that stinks?
No, that's the blue cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, blue cheese I also like, but like, and
In moderation.
yes, respectable moderations from that. And again, all cheeses I eat them if I have to, or if they're good enough, right? So I'm glad you challenged me on this top 5. Hey, it was hard. It was hard.
I was just thinking you're just going to rattle off a bunch of Mexican restaurants, but you really threw some curveballs.
Oh yeah.
I'm into it.
I mean, we could do a top 5 of Mexican restaurants, but I'm gonna have to do some
That'll be
exploring.
another day.
Yeah,
Another day.
All right.
All right, my man. Well, this was fantastic.
Yeah.
Check out some of these 11 queso spots all over Orlando.
Dang, I'm gonna go to Gringos now.
Yeah, you need to. I think I want to hit up some San Jose soon.
You gotta take me to. You gotta take me to
get to
San
go
Jose.
this
I've
Monday.
never been.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We'll do a lunch in the next week. All right, Orlando, we out.